Hello, everybody! No one's here. I feel alone. This room's got a really bad echo to it. All right. Anyways, I am now hardwired, completely hardwired. I'm actually going to take this and put it forward slightly and get that just right because, I moved and all my stuff is currently not put together. My background's going to change. Everything's going to change. Everything's going to get better, little by little. I can be as loud as I want to down here because no one can hear me. Yeah. So, is this roll the dice? Okay, it's in the headphones. So, crap, there's a luxury list. I can't remember the guy's name. He sent me a video and he did a two-tone. Oh, I kind of want to watch it. And music is not playing music. Desktop. I've got a ton of weird audio things that I gotta fix now because everything that we did. All right, let's set up the system. It's correct. What is audio capture? Is that advanced audio properties? That's turned off. I think that's my camera. That is my camera audio. Lovely. I gotta change a couple of things. Details. There we go. I believe it is pictures. Yeah, we'll upload a random thumbnail. Something that's a little bit older. I'm going to remove myself from the stream. And I'm going to enjoy this because everything is now hardwired. I shouldn't have any random lag moments now, which is going to be really nice. However, it's been a minute since I played, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty. Also, I bought a new controller. Power A. It's got 2 additional buttons on the bottom. You can do your programming switch right here. So the light on the front of it, you can hold it, program switch in the back. That starts to blink. Press B, assign B to right here. How simple is that? While this controller, I got to go into my Synapse, which don't get me wrong, Synapse is nice because it makes it convenient. But then you do all this, you set it up, and then you plug it into your PC after doing a firmware update, and it no longer works because they suck at programming, apparently. Pressing B doesn't fix it. But, so, my power controller, the Power A, I'm going to see if they have any more that have got 4 additional buttons rather than just the 2. Because I actually kind of like the design they put in the controller. What's up, Patty? Patty, I'm in a freaking dungeon. I love it. And I spent $200 today. I had to go buy a new drill. I had to go buy a, 1116 drill bit for wood. And then I bought 200 feet of Ethernet and a network switch to get all this hooked up properly down here. So I finally have connection. Like proper connection. And I'm going to be honest, today's like record-breaking heat. And this basement is usually kind of cool, but right now it's like a really steady, maybe 80 degrees. So I'm going to really quickly run over and plug in a single fan. Oh, dude, Patty, I spent like 3 hours like wire managing all of that cable. Like it, I'll get some pictures and I'll put them up on Discord and then I'll show them off on stream. I'll do that instead. While I'm hooking up the, this call from Dad. Oh, all the toilet paper. That was an hour ago. I already did. Yeah, wire management behind the setup. I need to get it fixed. There's a couple of things I got to get fixed. But just stand up and move over. Hopefully I don't step on stuff. Alrighty. I gotta sit down. Dude, Unicorn, I think he's a cool guy. I do. And German, I took German for 2 years. Ich bin 14, you know, so everyone now thinks I'm 15 that speaks German. But in fact, I'm 27. So it's been a while since I've taken German. A long while. Okay. So let's do this. Let's pop that. We're gonna take this. Slidey. Yeah, see, right there. Automatic primary. There we go. So what this is a simple wire management. You can see it coming up in the down section here and then going. So you got it coming up top, heading down, up in the back section here. I had to clean all the piping and then get up in the top section and then take a concrete drill and drill up to a little bit more at the top here, which is a pain in the butt because there's a metal mesh on the bottom. So I got to fix that up a little bit. And then this wire management needs a little bit of work. It's cutting underneath the back pallet here with the plywood. What I want to do is I want to take it, have it line up on the wall, and then use concrete hooks that you can drill in, and then they're just hooks that you can pretty much hang wires on, which is how it's going to go around in my entire room. And that's going to be a pain in the butt. Then behind my desk. Yeah, don't ask me about this because I'll fix it later, but there is a ungodly amount of cords back there. So, I mean, you know, it works. Whatever works, right? At the moment, we're streaming. At the moment, we're playing. At the moment, we have a whole gigabyte of download speed. So I'm not sad. I am sad that I can't hear my game, though. Hold on a minute. Razor Ripsaw is not the proper one. The proper one is sample? No. Broadcast. It's broadcast. Yep, it's making me redo all my brightness settings, right? 80? 75? 70? We'll go 75. 75 looks good. What is this? This is my dungeon. My Rancor pit. All right, configure routing. There we go. Line in is in broadcast, but oh, okay, it's just not playing. Profile. That was a 30-day that I put on that, by the way. There's no way it's been 30 days since I played that last. How does that game audio sound coming through? Is that game audio good? Need any readjustments? Good. One thing I can do is no, better yet. Let's use what I downloaded. Oddbars. Let's go. Is it an I or L? I? I feel like it was completely pointless for me to have a brain fart doing this. It is another guy, it's another content creator for World of Tanks, and he's newer. I haven't talked to him yet, but I want to. Oh my god, okay, you have to click search, you can't just click start. There we go. So he's got his double up match right here. All I want to do is test out some audio. And then I'm probably going to be going over this replay later tonight before I go to bed. And then make a video and then do a shout out on his channel. His buddy has got 400 millisecond latency. That he is not having a good time. Oh my goodness, I'd be upset about that. And really what I'm doing right now is testing out the audio, because I had to do a full audio reset, and I wonder if my settings are still good. Good assist, 1400 assist on that. You know, I still don't understand why, whenever people camp out in this back section, why they don't just actually knock down the trees, making it way harder to spot you. No one ever does it. Then again, in a complete steamroll like this, there's no real value to doing it. So, alright, that audio does sound pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to freeze. Yeah. No, he's a good guy, from what I can tell. So, it's been a minute since I played tanks. You know, it's been about a month. I've spent more time working around the house and doing things and playing Helldivers for God, I don't know how long. But yeah. I'm finally set up to a point where I'm capable of streaming and playing. And behind me, there's a couple of things I want to do. For starters, my sister, she's got a crap ton of records, so I'm not going to be using any of her records. But I'm thinking I actually might buy Elden Ring, Night Rain, Banco Dynamic. There we go. Brandy. Yes, I am. There is accept all cookies. I want to go to games, Shadow of the Erdtree, Elden Ring. Benko. I'm actually thinking because I have a couple of collectibles out in the shed, and one of the ones that I was looking at here, which is, I gotta open up Steam. Can't get away without Steam. Steam, and then they announced it the other day, and I kind of want to get one. So Elden Ring, Night Rain helmet of wider. It's a full life-size version of the helmet, and I'm kind of thinking about getting it because behind me, like whenever I get my setup where I want my setup to be, I'm going to be able to do like proper shelving and sound paneling all over the place. And I kind of want to get some decor that I can throw up behind me. It's all gaming related. Like games that I like, not just nothing but WoT and World of Tanks, because that would just drive me crazy to walk in and see tanks everywhere. I'd start pulling my hair out. But there was only 10,000 of those, and I was kind of like, you know what? I might buy one. Worth every penny. But then there's another thing. I want to save up my money because I'm also looking at getting my hands on... I'm actually going to save this real fast. Save this link off to the side. I can look at it later. But, like, what I'm really looking for at the moment is LED, TV... and everyone that I've talked to, they all ask me the same thing. Why aren't you going for why aren't you going for OLED? Why just LED? And then the reason why I don't want to go OLED and I want to go LED instead is because LED doesn't burn in. So I mean, like I've already got $1,200 up here on my checkout list. So I mean, yeah, I'm in trouble if I really go through with this, because there's a couple of these I'm looking at, and I want to get one that's like 55 inches or 60 inches, because this is going to be installed in the corner of the room, facing the setup, and then the desk is going to be like off to the right of it, just barely. So I'm wondering what brand I want to go for, because Corsair doesn't make they don't make TVs, and MSI doesn't do this. So I'm looking to try and get my hands on a nice TV. I probably don't need 120 refresh rate because my capture card limits me, but having it would be all right. So I mean, we're gonna be stuck there. Also, while I've been talking about this, my entire goal was to buy gold, and I didn't buy the gold that I wanted to buy. So I'm a Muppet. Speaking of which, should I go after 3,000, or does Wargaming deserve my money today and I give them 30? That's a question. Is there anything in the store? MX Chaffee, T50-2, T3488. I don't know why they keep on selling the T3488. Like, there's legitimately no value to selling that thing. What is this? Who is... Oh, okay. Primo Victoria and Spirit of War Reloaded. Okay. They deserve nothing. Well, I need the season pass. So, I mean... Oh. I need the ultimate season pass. So, I mean, I'm kind of stuck doing this. I need 2 seconds. Ah, my pride. I just threw it down the drain. I gave in to Wargaming. All right, season. Let's get the season pass. We're gonna buy the ultimate because there's an actual World War II tank inside there, which confuses the all hell out of me. That it looks like that, but okay. So Clone Guy was mentioning, I watched his video on this, that it's got the proper reload, not the BS reload that everyone else gives us. What's up, Koza? How have you been? I hope you've been well. Stage 25. Really? The Black Prince? The Matilda Black Prince? The one tank that Okay, well, I guess, all right. I'm so positive. Was that British? It was British, right? It was British. FV255. Well, 225. Brainy, no Brainy. Let's go after Chieftain, ammo rack, silent driving. Yeah, we're gonna go to the heavy tank room because I mean, heavy tank. So where is the module viewer here? Where is ammo? That's not too bad. Alpha, 350, 272 pin. 272 pin's gonna be nice. 350 alpha is what's the reload? 7.42. That's without a crew and without anything equipped. Is all messed up, you believe? I mean, we're gonna be checking it out. So, can we put a rammer on this? Yes, we can. We're gonna do a loader. We're also gonna do. This thing's that weapon swap. It's got ammo. What? Premium pin 330. Is that a heat? It is heat. Okay. APDS. APDS, I think is totally dumb. I don't know why. Why'd they have that? 6.68 second. That is too low for a 350. Yeah, you're going to get outpaced left and right by like twin 110 millimeter. So it's a 110. Okay. No real deal over. Okay, hold on a minute. What is this? We're going to go 40. We're going to rotate this to, let's see, 16. 16. We're going to do 2 high explosives per gun. So 22, 16, 2. 22, 16, and 2. Both guns are lined up. What's our view range? 433. So we're going to pop on some optics. And what is gun handling? 0.55 during rotation, 0.26. What about movement? 1.8. All right, vertical stabilizer feels completely pointless. What is our power to weight? 16.5, that's good. Terrain resistance is a little on the could be better side of things, and that's also with off-road driving. So let's pop on a premium consumable resupply of silver, you know, because that's the way it should always be. Thank you. First couple of matches, I'm going to be making some bank. All right. 1.01, 1.09, 1.74. That's going to be maintaining about 15 power to weight without much of an issue. Rotation speed 30 degrees per second, so we're going to be averaging about 29. So yeah, we should be good. Last one, we'll do ventilation to kind of just get those little subtle increases. Yep, little subtlety right there. 272, 330, and what is our fall off? 251, 500 meters. Oh, dude, this gun for probably flat angles, it's going to be pinning really good. And then here, 2 degrees of normalization. 1400 travel speed, all right. This thing doesn't look too bad. Why does this feel like it's zoomed in way too much and I want to be farther zoomed out? Go to the other barrel. Yeah, see, that's what Clone Guy was talking about, how it locks it out. Ooh, that underbar's flat. Uh-oh, that's not good. All right, that's a flat spot at 250. That's a big weak spot. It got 210, 230. Hull down looks like it's going to be moderately okay. Yeah, at that angle, it might need some spaced armor over top of it to make it worthwhile against heat. But against standard and against premium APCR, this should be completely fine. But against heat rounds, this is gonna struggle slightly. 8 degrees of gun depression. Yeah, this is gonna struggle just a little bit. It is back slanted and angled back. It looks like to be. I don't know the angle on that. 180, 170. That's not too bad actually. 152. That's an extreme angle, except for the driver hatch. Lower plate's a weak spot. What was that bar up in the front? 250. 140 side. 120 side driver hatch. 110 millimeter side turret. That's nice. All right. 80. 76. You can side scrape. 65. And that's a slanted angle too. That's pretty nice. All right. It's got some funky angles to it though. Oh, those guns are going to be broken by everything that hits them. Okay, so there's no real under armor that you can fire at on this, so you can't be tracked and damaged at the same time. So that's nice, because it's 65. But then the actual under armor... What's the roof? Oh my god, artillery hates this thing with a passion. You get hit by artillery in this and you're screaming. Keeps someone tracked. I mean, it's a big maybe. 6.2 for 350. This actually might be really gross. I'm gonna put camo on it because I want to get that camouflage around. Right, I can apply that to everything. It's free, so we'll do it. Jesus, man, I haven't looked at any of the comments. You know, advanced reload might be good on this tank if I'm thinking about it. El Haluf for the starter. This is all right. This is gonna be pretty good. I forgot what the top speed was. Was it 45? Oh. Oh. It's 45? Okay. By the way, I cracked out a beer, and I rarely ever drink. Just the yeast sounded really good. I like to taste the yeast every once in a while. I am trying to remember if this controller layout is... Alright, it's correct. Dude, okay. This feels good. Like, just being back on World of Tanks, being back on my Xbox feels really good. Alright, it doesn't barrel swap either. Okay, so the double barrel mechanics on this Koza actually looks like they changed it. Because with the other tanks, whenever you swap barrels, you swap your POV. So I think that they linked it on this one. Which is why the guns work in that way, where only one shell has to be loaded before you can fire both. Which is the way it should work to begin with. Because if you fire early, you interrupt the loader. Which causes him to reset loading. That's the way it works in PC, so I mean, this tank is technically balanced. 8 degrees of gun depression. We got 200 millimeters. That's actually at a decent angle. 8 degrees of gun depression, I should be able to, without much of an issue. Boy, I should have loaded a double. So we were able to stand up against the missiles against him, so I mean, Not too sad. And whenever you fully aim down, it looks like that flat plate kind of disappears a little bit. I really don't want to be firing heat, but my OCD is going to stop me from switching ammunition until I fire off this round. Yeah, I guess you could say that's a very big hindrance, but... Is that Night Stalker? No, he's gone. They're both gone. All right, beautiful. So we're going to pull up in the corner here. 350 doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel bad at all. It's respectable. I really don't want to pull right here. That's my fault. So 110 millimeter, you just got to play this like you're playing your, yeah, you just got to play this like you're rocking your, oh my god, what is the tank? It's a tier 9. How have I forgotten it? It's a very good tier 9. It's got another 110 millimeter gun. It's got a 310 premium pin. 666, Devil's Advocate. All right. Tier 9. It is. It's got the weird Torvagen turret at tier 9. Concept 1B. Concept 1B. I'm a Muppet. Why? How have I? I blame the alcohol, even though it's only a sip. I want to go for ammo rack. If you end up in a brawling scenario, you're going to find yourself in a little bit of trouble inside this tank. That reload is nice, though. A lot of people don't... Well, you know what? Compared to other tanks, the reload's okay. Alright, so ammo rack, how it got hit is they hit that spaced armor. No, they didn't. They hit the side. Okay. I was at a bad angle. Let's actually give him a little bit of a... Alright, right through the front. Okay. Armor on this feels like it should be better. Ooh, owie. I like that. Resetting from both guns actually doesn't cancel your reload. Dude, get on a cap, you guys. Seriously. Oh, my butt. I mean, it is British. Fire should be expected. Good game. That's a good way to start it. That felt nice. Almost 6,000 damage dealt. That's good. You believe the gun mental is bugged? I believe a lot of things in this game is bugged. I don't believe anything is not bugged. And why are reg coins being affected by premium? That I don't like. What is regiment points even used for? And why are they being affected by premium? If it's for a clan, it should not be affected by premium. Regiment? Is there a regiment store? All right, whatever value they have, I guess. Is there anything in the store that costs reg? Oh, camos. Okay. Are you shitting me? This thing is so ugly. Dude, I remember watching Quickie Baby play this like 3 years ago. Oh my god. Tier 5. Vehicle details. What was the thickness? Oh, it's 76. It's so bad. This thing's got like what, 15? Yeah, 15 degrees of gun depression. Oh my god. For a shit tier 5. Are you? No, this isn't shit. This is hilarious. Look at it. It's so ugly. It's worth it. I would spend 30,000 on this. Because the way I look at it is like, whatever. Okay, and now there's camo that's locked behind reg points as well. Okay, yeah, alright. That's a little pricey in my eyes. 30 a match. So, Helm of Valor, what is this? Is it just an emblem? Alright, if it's just an emblem, it's not worth buying. See, none of these are worth buying. None of these look good. If they want to actually have some value to this and make people interested in looking at these camos, don't just give us multi-spec bullshit, because I can come over to my tank, alright? No, that's not my tank. I can come over to my FV, my brand new tank, and I can go over to my appearance, and I can go, hey, here's some multi-spec bullshit. Here's some mercenary weird shit. Here's some wannabe Frenchy. Oh, it's Italian. Oh, look, more multicolor, you know? So all this right here, yeah, Germany Patriotic, this is what I believe Germany Patriotic is, I believe Chaos bought me these. And then, you know, they're like, look, I've got such a large selection of stuff that I can choose from here. And all these look just as good. So the point to the regiment store makes no sense charging that much, because I can see the tank for 30,000. That's understandable. You know, I'm completely fine with 30K, but 10K for a pile of junk that I can only put in one tank. And not to mention, in just tier 10 alone, I got 86 tier 10s. So that's going to take a lot of points to get to be able to equip all my tier 10s that I want to equip it on. Then again, you'll probably equip it on like special tanks, you know, so it doesn't really matter. And it's a new currency that they can kind of charge whatever they want, really. In Berlin. The points must be spent by the end of the season? Are you serious? I'm sorry, dude, but you want to make regiments and you want to add more mechanics to the game that no one's going to utilize properly, then be my guest. I'm not going to be involved in it. And besides, okay, I was being nice beforehand. Now it's time to be mean. You're buying essentially a tier 2. Alright? You're not buying a tier 5. That's a fucking tier 2. Because tier 3 is tier 1 now. All right, so I mean, yeah. Let's grind for something that's going to be a slaughterhouse against new players. You know. Problem is there is no new players. $390. That made me jump. What the hell can hit me that hard? Strum Tiger? It wasn't a Strum. Had to have been a Ruthless. Yeah, Ruthless right there. Alright. This is a pointless fight to get involved in. I don't know how good the turret armor on this is, so I'm gonna just ignore it and drive somewhere else. And you guys are saying it's bugged. If you want me to be honest, dude, the way that this feels, the way the armor looks, you could have made it a tier 9 with like an 8-second reload instead. Did they sell the Tyrann again? Why are there so many in this game? Too many. Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Are you serious right now? I am done for. Serious? No one's covering? Okay. And the Waffle Panzer 4. Alright. Yeah, nope, that's my fault. I got too aggressive. I pulled up way too quick. I should have not done that. See, I haven't played in a while. We're not regiments? That makes no sense. Like, if you're going to lose all your points at the end of the season and give people the finger, I guarantee the number one reason why they're removing the points from people at the end of the season is because they don't like people who save up for what they want. They want you to rush. They want you to spend. And they're making something to make you invest more time into the game because there's not enough playtime currently going on. They need more time on the clock to get better investors or to make it look like they're actually doing something. But in all reality, it's not going to make me play more. You're charging 30,000 credits for a tier 5. You're charging 30,000 reg points. And I got 30 of them in a single game. Okay? Now, I don't know that much about math, but, you know, I think 30 times whatever I need to reach 30,000 is quite a bit. Okay? Anybody else think it's quite a bit? Because I think it's quite a bit. You know, because it's 1,000 goddamn matches. Sorry, I dropped the bomb on how many matches it was. But, no, dude. And how long is the season? In 38 days. They want you to invest 1,000 matches a month? Well, I can't say that because it started at, what, the start of June? Hey, Koza, take it easy, man. I'm sorry, dude, but that's a joke. They want you to invest at least 800 matches a month. Just to stay caught up. And that was on a really good win. Like, I don't know how much reg points you're getting, but it's like you need to invest 1,000 matches a month to be able to get anything out of there. I have not yet played the Felice. It was the last thing I did. I unlocked that tank, and then I stopped playing that the same day. Because I moved. Yeah, plus 15 on that last match. So yeah, they want you to play 1,000 matches a month. Dude, are you kidding? That's a joke. That reminds me, I plugged in the fan, never turned it on. Yeah, I got way too aggressive right there. My replay's barely catching up to it. Real trash. 430. XM. 100. You see, this map is... I'm not a big fan of fjords, dude. They really need to update fjords. I am sorry you stopped right in front of me. Actually, I'm not sorry you stopped in front of me. I forgot the traverse speed of this tank is actually really good. Kind of lost. I'm already lost, like... I want to pull around the other side, but... now that this is knocked down, I might get spotted doing this. Because this would be a better firing position. Alright, my aiming feels a little bit funky. Wasn't the alpha on this 320? I'm having a couple of high rolls. I gotta pull out and spot. Definitely don't think I'm the one spotting them though. I think it's the medium tick right here. Yep. It's gotta be. It's 12 to 8 right now though, so we are winning. Yeah, see, the moment I pulled out of that cover, I get spotted immediately. I think that's the... Nope. I was thinking Progetto moved over, but no, that was the E4. You know, Patty, I used to be good at World of Tanks. And then I started playing other games and I stopped playing World of Tanks. Like, legitimately. I feel like I'm losing out on a lot anymore nowadays. So we got the 705, E4, E5, Sheridan. AVRE, okay, I can pull up behind these guys. Hopefully they can reset the cap. I still got part of it. Like, once you learn it, you don't forget it. You just stop caring as much as you used to. Like, for instance, I want to play Stellar Blade. I want to stream Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade looks amazing. Alright? I forgot what the pin was on this. I'm pretty sure it's higher than 38, though. I could put HE in the back of the E4. I lied. Is he angled towards me or away? He's angled away. So. Engine knock. We're gonna aim a little bit lower right here. Yeah, digged out that last 1600 damage at the end there. Dude, like on stream, no, not stream, on Twitch. I haven't streamed on Twitch in forever. So there's all sorts of things that I can do over on Twitch if I really wanted to. And just leave YouTube dedicated to this until like I get big enough on Twitch. But I doubt it. I doubt I'll ever get really big. I was a small, tight-knit community, and we'll have fun playing things. I'll have fun occasionally setting records and breaking games, but that'll be about it. Too bad I set records in games that are over 10 years old. The last record I set was Halo Wars 2, and that was like 2 years ago almost now. So it's been a minute since I've actually done any hardcore grinding on any game. Now, one thing I have never mentioned on stream or in any video that I've ever made, I'm actually writing a book. And the detail that I'm going into it is intense. I am having fun with it. Because I'm just doing it for the fun of it. And I'm going to post it up for free. I'm going to post it as an anonymous post. And one random day, I'm going to leave a link to it and just say nothing. And if it gets popular enough, then I'll make prints of it. So I think it's a web novel that I'm going to post it on. Excuse me. I'm going to try and get up to C1. But every single time I try to get up to C1, I always find myself in a pickle. I actually will be a little surprised if their leopards are gonna try and speed rush this down here. One of them at least. I think one might try. Maybe not, because we got a Muret. That's a Tetradome. Yep, that's Tetradome. No, that's leopard. What the heck? Alright. I'm high. That's all I know. Like, I cannot think of anything. I'm just gonna pretend like I know what's going on. But when in reality, I forgot. You know, like they say, when in Rome. Do what the Romans do. Oh, there's so many good targets to fire at. I can back off this, right, if I needed to. Is that the E4? That's the E4. Give it a second. Wait for, because he was driving up the hill backwards, so his upper plate was probably weak, but his lower plate was strong, so I had to wait for him to flatten out. Death Star. Yeah, this is about to turn into a complete steamroll. What is that, Type 5? Type 5 is going to be aiming at everyone else. And then wait for them to flatten out. They really need to get rid of the smoke and the freaking corpses, dude. Oh, new ammo rack sounds. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of cool. Ow. I don't want to take 470. The engine's out. I'm gonna throttle it. He's gonna reload before I get down, though. I don't think he's gonna be able to get me. Nope. His engine's out again. The transmission's on the lower plate of the Jagdtiger, so makes sense. I feel bad for him. Are better and more often? Dude, why would they make them more often? Do you realize how much abuse I'm going to be able to pull off with that in Tier 8? If they increase the ammo rack chance, because they could, that's messed up. Alright, FE looks like a firehouse. Jackson 04. I'm just gonna send it. Yeah, let's get the smallest chassis. A good gun. Yeah. Manticore is TD now. Sorry, that irritates me every single time I see it. Alright, 80 points for MVP. Alright, so that's one person a match. And then apparently, premium and non-premium, it's only a 10 point difference. So, whatever. Ammo rack, popping tops, you know. I love popping tops. Especially whenever I got like a 2-second interclip, 480 potential? Is it 480? No, it's 490. Yeah, it's still gross. Alright, Old Reliable is actually a decent tank, but if I want to influence a match, I'm going to need to do something different. And I actually do got to head upstairs real quick. So I'm going to be a moment. Bear with me. While I'm slacking off, if you guys have any tank that you want to see in tier 8, type it out inside chat, and whenever I get back, I'll play it. You know, if you guys make me a little list, we'll go through the list, because we're going to be doing this for a little while. So I'm going to go get my recharge outside for a moment, and then come back in, and then grind out if you guys have any recommendations. Anything you want to see? Alrighty. How about the Borsig with the big gun? Do I have the Borsig? I know I have it unlocked. I got it in the tech tree, but I don't know if I have it in my garage. No, I do not, so we're going to buy it. All right, simple loadout. Nope, nope, no, 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 nope. Advanced loader, camouflage net. You know what? Actually, let's go. Should be all right. We're gonna go 6. Lift these up a tad bit right here. 215 pin? Didn't it used to be higher than 215? I thought it was 246. Or have I always been wrong? Oh God, I think I've always been wrong. $215 is actually not too bad. You can get away with that pretty well. A temporary mute. All right, that whole new... This takes a year to load. Holy crap. All PlayStation guys. Oh, you're in Discord? Nah, I mean, I don't mind if people join. Like, open tune all day if anyone wants to join. But I'm not going to be jumping into chat. All right, let's go Borsig it up. I kind of, rather than gun rammer, I feel like advanced reloader would be better. So like you can get the ammo swap. Because guaranteeing the damage is what makes a difference on this. To be honest, I can't remember what the gun depression is this. I think it's like 5 degrees. Oh, Melon. I was just thinking about this map too. Up against tier 10. Yeah, dude, literally, like I haven't been playing at all. I got my network switch installed. I got everything installed finally, so I can now play. Dude, I am stoked about it. All right, well, I don't see any light tanks anywhere. And I know that I have concealment from hell, so we may be a Borsig, but we are now a scout. Don't ask me how this is going to work out, but we're going to make it work out. Oh, dude, the ammo swap in this is probably amazing. Because you're taking off a little bit of a reload in something that is made to be a sniper in camo. So, like, yeah, 14 seconds, taking off that and running the ammo swap for a 15-second reload, 16-second reload, probably wouldn't be too bad. Because it's 750. And then, whenever you get to catch someone out, you get to throw out a 900 damage shell. What about me? I completely forgot. Oh yeah, you're a Borsig. I don't care. I am Scout Sig. Leave me alone. See, like right here, I'd pop in an HE shell, which really doesn't matter. I think I overled him a little bit. But I can't remember my shell velocity in this tank. I can't remember anything inside this tank. Because the last time I played my Borsig was probably whenever the Grill 15 originally was introduced to the game. So it's been a long time since I've played this thing. And even then, I didn't put a whole lot of matches into it. Because that was around the time that you could get experience out the butt. I'm talking like 36,000 experience in a single game. Tiger 2's not upgraded. Poor guy. I have an opportunity right here and I kind of want to take it. I should be safe to fire right here. No, I'm not safe to fire right here if he pulls up. To be honest with you, my next position I should take is right here inside this bush right there. How much of you do I have? Yeah, worth a shot. Did they change some of the audio too in game? I should be. They did? Yeah, I can tell, dude. Everything sounds different. Like, not in a bad way either. Like, actually, it sounds good. Alright, Borsig does have a really low profile, so I should be safe to pull in right here. In a very uncomfortable manner. Kolag. Take it. Daga. I am scouting out a decent portion of the map right now. Those heavy tanks, they're not pulling up. So I think the moment I get a chance to fire at this Jaggeru, I'm going to take it. If I load heat, I can go through his side, but I'm not going to try that. Right now, I'm not going to be getting any more assist for scouting, so we're going to go ahead and back up. I should be safely out of that view of the Jaggeru. Yeah, he's behind trees. And his viewport is up there on top. That's his weak spot right there. So if I fire at him while he's behind that, he shouldn't be able to scout me. I just gotta watch my map. Seeing right there, I got spotted because his viewport wasn't in. He's gonna try and snap me. Yep, ammo wreck. Okay, if they change the mechanics of ammo racks in this game to happen more consistently, that's not a good thing because they're changing mechanics. it gives an insane advantage to people who know the weak spots. And like, way more bass now? Yeah, it's too much bass. Or we're talking about the new gun sounds. Dino's having a good game. Yeah, about the ammo racks. If they changed, how consistent ammo racks happen, that's changing a base game mechanics. And that affects, if it affects gameplay in such a massive way, it's going to make certain tanks weaker and certain tanks stronger. So if they made it more common, then that's an issue. Because you're changing the game mechanics that people have been, you know, playing competitive and basing their entire playstyles around for years. And then you change it. And remember, a lot of the content in this game is paid content. If they change too much about the game and the way that it plays, it could open them up to litigations because you're not even playing the same game anymore. It's like you bought Call of Duty and they turned it into Rainbow Six Siege. Like, you could literally have a lawsuit about that. They quickly denied it. I'll run some tests now that I'm back. I'll hit up Comet and a couple of other guys and we'll do some ammo rack testing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I think that external modules should be easier to damage, like barrels and some others. Like, personally, I think if you barrel snipe somebody, you should actually break the barrel and force them to repair. Because that gives you a little bit of an advantage right there. Because to be honest, dude, if you put a 120 millimeter into a 75 millimeter gun, that barrel is broken. Guaranteed. Yet in this game, there's moments where the barrel just absorbs all of the damage. And it does absolutely nothing. So, I mean, there's moments whenever it's like, I wish that we can. And at the same time, I don't. Yeah, me sacrificing myself wasn't good. Alright, while Jerry's going crazy on this, I'm going to disappear a moment again. And then we're going to do the ammo swap whenever I get back on. Dude, it feels weird. I've been playing on that new controller all day, and then I'm switching back to this one. It just feels weird. 8,000 damage on top of the hill. Holy crap. It took second place? What? You see, and it's matches like that, Steve, that I get confused about because I look at it and it's like, how did I take second place and I didn't do crap? Your best Borat ever? My best Boras game that I've ever had was 11,000 combined in Prokhorovka. Tier 10. Nope, tier 9. Why did I think tier 10? Oh, I thought that was a Sheridan. Okay, that's why. It's not a Sheridan. Half point of the game. You did what you could. Speaking of which, how's the stream coming through? Is it clear? Yeah, 15.4 second reload. That's not bad. Like, is there any pixelation or anything else? Because now that I'm hardwired, I wonder how much better it actually is compared to normal. It's good. Because it's full on hardwired. And YouTube doesn't have a bitrate limit. Oh, there's bots. And that's another killer right there, dude. Bots. It's a Friday night and we're finding bots, dude. I should be able to tear through his side. Maybe not. Been a minute since I played. I guess I'm miscalculating. Track target hit though, 813. I ricocheted off of his butt. Thing's got some thick rear armor. Those trees are stopping me from spotting. Since they're stopping me from spotting, they should also help me whenever I want to fire. Nope, I was wrong. I do have a really low profile, so we can utilize that. I get back behind here, I should be safe to fire. Cooking. 48 rum ponta. I gotta pull in. Once I'm unspotted, we're gonna throttle it, try and avoid the proxy spot from the M48. I can't remember what my HE pin on this is. I think it's 80? Yep, he's just gonna full send it. Well, the IS-22 behind me, he was actually blocked by the rock. So if we go over to the IS-22, that rock right there was blocking his shots, so he didn't have any shots that he could take. And in terms of the concealment difference, I had better concealment right there than him all day, every day. So each time he pulled up, he was spotted right away. M48 round pounds, you gotta be careful with the attach. Besides, he has those 100s or those 85s? I think those are 100s. Nope, those are the 85s. So yeah, he's stock. He's doing good for stock. I would have taken my time right there to get more shots in. Good takedown, dude. IS-22, good game for him. He's excited about that little bit of damage he got in the 85s. Yeah, see, 3,000 assists. That spot right there that I went to, I actually do like playing right there every once in a while. Not all the time, but you can get into it pretty well. And I did utilize my ammo swap a little bit that match. So let's go ahead and swap off that. And now I want to play a tank that is absolute trash. And I want to play it in the worst possible way. You see, this tank that I'm going to play next, if I can find it, because there it is, the M48A2 Patton. So they decided to get this thing an HE shell with 135 millimeters of pin. Keep in mind, this is an AP HE, which means that it should. One second, my mic's going to go haywire for a moment. Nope, this is super tight. Jesus. All right, there we go. Need to raise my mic up so I don't feel like I need to lean down half a mile. But they decided to get this thing 135 pin, but they gave it 160. Oh, the Chitante is better than this. They gave this thing's HE around 160 damage, but the trade-off is the module damage on this round is 200, I think it is. So you got really good module damage on this round, and that's it. That's all you have with this round. So module damage wise, this thing does 200 rather than 122, which is 200 is equivalent to a 150. So we can go back to the Borsig real quick and then show out the Borsig. Borsig module damage is 203. So you're right on par with module damage with 15. With a faster reload. And the one way to really make this round shine properly, in my eyes, would be to give it maybe like 180 millimeters of pin and take it from HE, make it an actual AP shell, and then give it 260 alpha damage. Because if they did that, the shell would be worth firing. But then you make it a skill round and you lower the, you give it low pin and making it an AP round. As a high explosive, it's completely useless because it does next to no damage. if he hits spaced armor. Even if they give it like 150 millimeters of pin and 280 alpha, this round would be worthwhile then. But at 135, and it's a HE shell, it is beyond bad. Bruh. I know this map with Willies is bad. Yeah, don't kill yourself, Dino. It's not healthy. I mean, the Basante kind of one-ups everything in terms of how bad it is. I guess I rat out and you won. Yeah, I guess you can. Keep in mind, I'm going to be damn near useless this match. There's so much armor in the enemy team. Now, if I can get penetrating shots, this thing is actually not too bad. But it requires penetrating shots. Steve, are you talking about the Basante? You tried to love the Basante? I'll tell you now, I looked into Basante's eyes, and I saw a world that doesn't exist, and I learned one thing. I don't want to be a part of it. All right? There's a line you can use in a girl. You know, I looked in your eyes, and I saw a world that I didn't know existed. And I want to be in it. There you go. A romance. Boop. There was like 3 objects right there that went down. Yeah, no track damage either. And see, because it's an HE shell, can't go through that. Even though it's APHE. APHE is an AP round, thank you. Not just that, this is a 90 mil APHE. This thing should actually have like in the range of like 185 millimeters of pin in reality. Because it's a 90 mil APHE. But in terms of module damage, it's really gross. Like right there, engine completely knocked out. Progetto back of the turret. Oh, hello, Maushin. And you see, on this map, man, like, no one knows how to play this map properly. If you want to play this map properly, you need TD support in this backline, and no one's there. Instead, everyone's trying to do this really long flank, which isn't needed. I got a big hatch. I really don't want to poke out that big hatch. I'm dead right here. And Maushin, like a speed demon coming out of nowhere. Amorak? You fix it? It's kind of hard to tell because I can't see the module damage anymore. Yeah. Owie. Clone guy talking about the Panzerjäger today. I didn't finish that video. I need to. I got like halfway through, and then I had to go drill holes. Whenever I first drilled the first hole, I used a was it like a 3/8 to drill a hole. It turns out that I needed a 5/8. So whenever I went out, I actually got a 17.4 millimeter drill instead, drill bit, and I just made the hole a little bit bigger than it should be. But the fact is, I can fit like 3 Ethernet cords through there and divide them anywhere through the house I need to. Yeah, it was. Speaking of which. Some IS-7 action. Alright, that side pin is a little confusing. Yep, MBTB, you know, the tier 11, yeah, tier 10. I'll never say otherwise. Track him, track him, track him. Yeah, you wasted your shot. Like, I even know you can't pin the lower plate like that. You got a 100 millimeter. You can do some overmatch. Dino. APCR all the way. And hello, Chieftain. No idea where that Chieftain was. God, this tank sucks. I am 3K combined. Because Speed Demon. Problem solved. You know what? This actually kind of sounds fun. Some Kuna Rampans. Alright, what sort of exclusive 50% off do you have? Oh, equipment. Yeah, totally. I want to spend gold on equipment. The Volk. That's actually worth the pickup. If you guys don't have this, dude. I mean, good mobility, good armor. A competitive gun. Gun-wise is kind of a... It's a good all-around tank. Share the RH. Dude, I'm like 50-50 on this tank. Just because, sure, you have mobility, you have a monstrous gun, but the downside is none of our maps actually have really good camo. So you have a tank that it looks like it's decently armored, but in reality it's not. Like the turret should actually be 160 millimeters because you had the oscillating turret. So that outskirt armor should technically be 80 millimeters of spaced armor, but it's not. Top tier at the autoloader. You are disgusting, my good sir. Go slap around some children. Okay. You know how to play this map? It's a decent map. To be honest, I'm kind of going to the wrong spot, but I'm going to make a play. I'm going to try and make a play. Doesn't mean it's going to work. From time to time, I actually enjoy playing this one as well. Just because you get access to that high rate of fire, and then if you end up on the right map, this thing is actually really good. But from, you know, essentially being a PC port, in the way I look at it, they should have given it slightly better concealment to make up for the fact that, you know, our maps don't have as much concealment around them. Now, I'm not saying make it godly, but I'm talking like 264. Because I think it's like 287. It's like a slight increase, nothing crazy. T-34-1, T-34-100. I think it's sent to abuse some children. Okay. Ammo racks do seem a little bit more consistent. I'm not going to deny that. That is the 4th ammo rack this game. Like this session, which is kind of intense. Careful, Dino. Oh, don't let them know that you're an autoloader. I should be able to get up over here, but then once I do that, I'm going to be exposing my my rear to everything on the other side, so... Yep, see right there. I'm going to stay on the lower side. Dino's got 2 guys in backup right there, so I'm going to try this. Oh, a Grom. Alright. Yep. Bad play. I wasn't expecting a Grom to be sitting at the back of the map, like legitimately at his spawn, essentially. Going on the 27th. Rex and fire. Yeah, dude, like that ammo rack was out of nowhere, too. Just the best track health in game. Really high repair. See, and that's completely fine. Like high repair speeds. Owie, was that a hatch shot or did he go for your hull? Alright, that was a hatch shot. BZ-58. Can't bullet tracks off in one shot. It's 2 shot. A lot of tanks are 2 shot. Like it's probably high, like high track health. It might be a little bit higher than like E100. T-54E2 needs a little bit of love. Like, its single shot gun should be reloading at like 8.9. Not 9.7, because I think it's like 9.7. It's either 9.7 or like 9.2. But it should be like 8.8, between 8.9 to 8.4 for that gun. It is a good tank though. T-54E2 is definitely a good tank. Alright, so those are stacking up pretty quick. Styrion. See, like this right here, 10 point, like 11 seconds essentially. Strongest tier 8 in the game, in my opinion. The AMX M449. Yeah, this thing is legitimately like one of the strongest tier 8s in the game. You lucked out? Oh yeah, you did. Panzerknacker on Prokhorovka. I think you could chat VK100. VK100 is so overpowered. Dude, the armor on this, so you got 45 millimeters of upper track armor. So like your under armor is 45 millimeters above the tracks, which allows you to over pull, utilizing all 10 degrees of your gun depression anywhere. So people see your tracks and they fire at it. You know, and other tanks, like for instance, the Panzerknacker, we can take a look right here. The Jagdtiger 88, they're going to get tracked and damaged at the same time. Same thing about the Tiger is going to get tracked and damaged at the same time. But in this tank, it's going to ricochet. So you have this huge advantage of survivability compared to most. And the only thing that they can reliably pin on you whenever you're overpulling is your hatch. But you can always overpull at a slight slanted angle, and you can just be you can be one hell of a dirty little creature. All right, I love it. Yeah, dude, John, I am stoked about this puddle. I'm hardwired in, completely hardwired in. No BS, you know, like fully hardwired in. No one's here. Why am I paranoid? And not to mention, Steve, that this thing can move. You know, I can't remember what its top. I think its top speed's like 40, but this thing can chug. Yeah, Xbox with Ethernet. Yeah, it's all plugged in. Everything, hardwire all the way. It is 40, yeah, and it's got good power to weight behind it too. I mean, it's a heavy son of a gun. What did I just watch for here? Fired my gun to see if it was something else, but I don't think so. Yeah, now I start seeing the BS Wargaming. I saw the BS Wargaming before I went to Wi-Fi. Because my router just decided one day to say, hey, your Xbox isn't a recognized device. Like, you need to re-recognize this device for the 9th time in a row. Please, you know, recognize this device. And it's all like, I'm done, man. I spent freaking $300 on a 4 gig router. And then it was the dumbest router I ever bought in my life. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it could do anything I wanted it to. But the reality is that it was the biggest waste of money I ever spent. How are you not spotting me? Are you deaf, blind, and absent-minded? Or you just have like the worst crew in the world. Yeah, anything else can be wireless. Like for gaming, for instance, like PvE games or like RTS. I don't mind being wireless playing RTS, but like FPS games and some others, I really prefer hardwire connection. But if it's PvE oriented, I kind of don't care if it's wireless or wired. That Kyrie is going to put a hole through me. Yep. Hello, artillery. Everyone, aim at him. Thank you. Murder. Oh, we're both dead. All right, back to garage we go. I just completely brain farted it. Lost it all. No, the great tank, horrible on camo maps. That was a camo map. Was donkey balls? Like a heavium? Yeah, it's a heavium all the way. What was the armor? 220? Yeah, 220, then 160, 150 cheeks. These used to be 130. They used to be so bad. 90. I kind of want to play something. You know what? I'm going to do something I haven't done in a long time. Just because it's been on my mind forever. I haven't played my IS-7 in a while, and I want to pull it out. But I'm going to be respectful to everyone that I go up against. I'm going to limit myself to 6 premium rounds, 22 standards. Let's go. 6 premium means I can kill a mouse. If I mid-roll. And slightly high roll. Humble IS-7. Yeah, no, like every single time I see people playing the IS-7 and I see full premium loadout, I'm all like, the only time I play my IS-7 with the full premium loadout is whenever I want to be an absolute asshole. Type 5 is going to require premium from the front. VK, I can pin him with standards. MBTB, I'm better off trying to find standard pin because premium can't go through anything on that. So like...
Heimdall, what do you see here?
Yeah, well the 4 high explosives, that's a little overkill in my eyes. Like 3 is the maximum I do inside this tank. Like 10% of your ammo capacity. It's Wargaming approved. Dude, why are there so many tanks that are rare being played right now? What the heck? The TVP? Is that the TD variant, or is that the,
Focus on this location.
Alright, dude, they really need to add in a way to change my Valkyrie back to normal fucking... normal audio, normal voice acting. Because it irritates me that it's like, dude, I've been using this for how long and you guys change it on me? Absolute sacks of shit. Sorry, it's upsetting. You know, it's only 30 bucks that I spent, and they went out of their way to completely change it. Is that the Tyrann? Okay, so I'm not scared to pull up and get randomly, you know, one shot by a giant 152. Yeah, well, I enjoy hearing the commanders talk. I just don't enjoy it whenever they're all like, hey, by the way, we forced this change to happen. We forced this change to happen. And we're not going to allow you to revert it.
Turn your gaze here.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad voice acting. I'm just saying that it's irritating that it's been like that for how long, and then they give you the finger. The number one thing that Wargaming is really good at is giving people the finger.
It sails through them like an eagle through the sky.
The house is opened up. I'm afraid of pulling forward.
Curse their armor.
I'd like him to try and utilize his gun depression is what I want him to do. A little bit more.
Their defenses are weak. Surely Loki is behind this mischief.
If I had heat, I'd be firing at the inside right here. But I don't, but I should be able to pin now. Yep, 524.
Well struck. Odin will be proud.
See, like his side's auto ricochet, but that inside's not. It's like right now that side can be pinned.
Focus on this location.
Fully hold down Bellerophon. You can kind of go through the... I can't remember if it's there or not. But you can try and catch the side mantle. If the mask is opened up. I think that those were kind of dumb when they first added them anyways, because it's all like... Hey, the cosmetics aren't supposed to change the armor, but these ones did. See, like, I like the rack. The rack is respectable, because that's the base version. Light tank is, I want to shoot him.
We strike our target.
Alright, VK's last alive. What the heck?
Truly, you have earned a place among heroes.
Yeah, see, the IS-7 is ridiculously strong in this game. And I turned mine into a just test vehicle, essentially. Like, look at the equipment on this. It is the most random stuff you'd see ever. Alright. Now, I want to see if they change the audio on this. Your mark went up 10%. Holy crap. I guess it's because no one's playing the Kolog. And everyone's all like, yeah, this tank kind of sucks, man. No one really wants to touch this thing. I think I'd be buying a new mic arm. One that I can put up above me and then hang on the right side of my desk. Kind of like it. It's not a bad tank. It's just that they didn't give it the gun depression that it should have had. Like, it should have had 8 degrees, but it doesn't. It's got 6. 10%. Yeah, 10% is kind of nuts.
None can match the
You wish you had the 8? I wish I had the 8 degrees too. Really mobile. That's a good way to look at it. And the thing is, our Wargaming kind of did it right because they used the Lesta armor. Did you notice that? Yeah, this thing still sounds like an electric engine. It sounds so bad. Yeah, dude, dedicated game room. Dedicated. Dedicated is an understatement. I have an entire dungeon. Dude, 780 is a diesel.
Their poultry armor is worthless. Heimdall, what do you see here?
I'm waiting for Sky Cancer. I'm not going to work the right side. I'm going to rotate the mid. Is the Yak Tiger still up? Yak Tiger's still cooking. Something tells me they're taking the back section there, and I'm going to be in a really weird pincer here in a moment. Yep. Breaking the ice is part of the plan for this. Because now if I'm going to pull up in, I got to make sure I pull up into right here so I can be hauled down against anything on the right. Something's in the bush. No one's looking at me. Spotted, but no one's looking at me. Why is no one looking at me? No one's target locking me, is what I should say. Now that I killed someone, now someone's gonna look.
Valhalla. We strike our target.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna pull me, because if they do, there's a lot of backfire. I am not looking at my chat because I'm a Muppet.
Turn your gaze here. Their armorer was careless. We were not.
Beautiful. Hopefully the TD stays right there.
Their defenses are weak. We have failed to pierce them. Useless. Hand me my spear instead. We have pierced their defenses. May our allies' name be sung with honor. It sails through them like an eagle through the sky. They hit our fuel canister. You have
Yeah, he's a little bit upset that that one shell bounced off.
ships. The next battle awaits.
Pay for charging stations. And see, by that point, I'm gone. Legitimately, just, I'll be gone. The T-57, I was bouncing too. He had a really good angle on his turret. No, what? Andre the Giant is a big fat meanie, but I'm already burnt out. I've only been streaming for 2 hours. At the weak spot too. Yeah. Sounds about right. See, I say that, but I know the guy had a good spot, and he was angling his turret away. I was playing with, who was I playing with? It was a guy, I think it was Nord. I was playing with Nord, and dude, the dumbest thing ever. So a bat chat came up behind Nord, so he just tilts his turret looking all the way up. All right, and his turret's backwards, so his turret is completely reverse on his tank, and he's aiming up just like you see here. And the part that's hilarious is the only part the bat chat could see was this 50.8 millimeter roof that he was auto ricocheting off every single shell. I was laughing so hard whenever I saw that happen. 5 shells into the back of his roof, all of them bouncing. It was hilarious in my opinion. I died after that match. We both died after that match. Let's go. Gonna strummy it up. 280, 115. And then you play aggressive. Oh my god, Himmelsdorf. So one thing I've always wondered about this tank, your shell's arc. Does that affect penetration value whenever it contacts top plate compared to low plate? But you give me a second one to actually play. Oh, John. Dungeon. All dungeon. Dude, machine, Gulag, 57, 780. Yeah, this is going to be a gross game. There's a couple of targets that I'm just going to absolutely shred if I can catch them. Alright, time to play like a brawler. Gross. Dino gets what I'm doing. I am currently Dino's extension on this wall, so my job is simple. Sit, wait it out until I'm able to take a good shot, but utilize my frontal armor and prevent these guys from getting good shots in the Dino. Except for that, what was that? Backing up, backing up, backing up. Yeah, he's double tapping us for 1,000 each hit. Man, I have been absolutely annoying to these guys. I may not have done any damage, but I have been an absolute nuisance to all of them on that. Ugh. They kept on focusing the one thing that wasn't going to pull them. That's hilarious. I'm in artillery. Dude, side scraping is not going to save you. The fact is, you're now showing me your weaker side armor by doing that. You'd lose it. That's unfortunate. Here's an aviary. That's gonna be funny. Here's your beer, boy. Please hold on a minute. Let me get the good time. Alrighty. Oh, hello, Avery. Give me a second. I'll see what I can do. That machine is kind of my goal. Oh, machine is rushing all the way in. Worth a shot. So the splash radius on these rounds, I'm like 90% sure I hit the wall behind him. $3,000 damage on the dot? What the heck? Salvage it again. Yeah, dude, we did what we could. I was just like your bullet sponge at the very beginning there. Alright, so I want to do a little bit of team play. And one of the best tanks that I have found for actual team play, this will surprise a lot of people, and I mean like angling off one another and you're using one another to do things, and so on and so forth, is actually the 263. They went below 15. Well, yeah, we made them waste everything that they could against us in the very beginning. Like, they just kept on throwing everything they could at us, but did nothing. Nullenberg. Now, in terms of team play, this tank is like perfectly hiked to cover Dino, having him haul down. It's perfectly hiked to cover like a Yaguru. Look at that. And if you're working a corner and you park this thing on the corner in the front and you angle this thing, you're not going to go through it frontally. Unless you shoot a flamethrower at this and then you set the thing on fire and you kill all the crew within like half a second because, flamethrowers are balanced. And yeah. Yeah, was the Strum died? Your game went somewhere? Yeah. I was waiting for all of them to fire at the exact same time before I pulled out. Because there was potential 1,200 damage shots into that group of 3 camping on the center rock. That's what I wanted to do. I need to find out where I can sit and where I can camp to get damage on that section without needing to actually go over it in the Strum Tiger. Because the Strum Tiger's got such a massive blast radius that you can do stupid stuff.
I strike in the name of the Old Father.
Like, think about it. Whenever you shoot at someone, you aim at them, right? The thing is, the Strum Tiger blast radius is so far, you can shoot. I bet such stream. You can shoot the building above them and top attack them. I want to try and make it into this back section here. If I can get in there in this, it's we'll hold mid for the whole game. All right, it's ours. Is that a use scan? Nice. No one went mid. I'm going to have a farm fest here in a moment. We're going to use this building here and all these trees in front. Right side should be covered.
Their defenses are weak.
Weird game. What the heck is going on? Yep.
What foul material do they sling at us? We have pierced their defenses.
Daka daka.
Well struck. Odin will be proud.
Well, I hit something. Demolisher? I think is what I hit. I hit the Demolisher.
Their poultry armor is worthless.
That's what the 3-shot autoloader was that hit me.
You were not worthy.
So he slapped me with HE. Now, AT-15 doesn't have a big enough gun to do 100 damage for AG blast, but a 105 can.
It sails through them like an eagle through the sky. Truly, you have earned a place among heroes.
Definitely not one of the support, but yeah, literally that whole mid section, just no one went there. What the heck? Uh, you had a bad game. Probably should have got the base. Maybe. I mean, you got put on like one of the biggest maps in the game in a Type 5. El Haloof. What was I playing again? Ah, MX-50B. Let's rock it. You know, being gone for as long as I have been and then coming back, you see tanks that you normally don't see. And then it falls into a rhythm. To where those tanks just outright disappear. There's no way that they removed it. Nope, I'm just going the wrong way. I am such a muppet. Or did they remove this? Nope. Okay. That's an understatement. Hmm. This is a medium again? Wait. Hold on. No, that's right. That took it from heavy to medium. Okay. Yeah. My brain, no brain. You see, no brain. Full reverse. Full reverse. Come on. Yeah, I don't know what the machine was doing, but okay. Alcohol, no cap. Full cap. I got 7 seconds. Murat's coming back. Yep. Yeah, 20-second reload, 3-shot autoloader. It's not insane, it's just annoying. I think it's going to be a while until I engage again, so I'm going to reload. One thing that I never see anyone use. The clutch. There was some moments in this match I probably could have really gotten the damage out, but autoloaders on autoloaders is not exactly the most fun. Had an ammo swapper? Oh, that sucks. That Grillio got blind shot. Did he just drive off the cliff? Alright, I gotta play another in this one. He did that. He cheated. Third class mastery, and I didn't do anything. That's not a good sign. Alright, let's see what I can do this game. One thing about the AMX50B is you want to play like an assassin. And not just any, you want to play like a support assassin. So you got the top speed, so we're going to try and make it down right here to J9 and hold that corner. Because if we can get in there and we just wait for enemies to cross, or we engage whoever tries to go there to begin with, then whoever tries to cross, we can get a shot out, 1 or 2 shots, and then we just repeat the process each time we get the chance. As long as I'm not the one bleeding. I spotted the bat chat. See, the bat chats are doing the same thing. I had a chance, I didn't take it. Kind of 50-50 if this tree's blocking me or not. Wanted to see if that guy was gonna, you know, pop a repair kit. Ooh, this is really rare. Dude, 7 to 15? What the hell? Whoa. I got a couple of seconds. I'm gonna try it. Nope, I don't. This is ridiculous, dude. I kind of want to watch the replay on this map and see what the hell happened. Kind of games you get all the time. Yeah, this is... What? Yeah, what the hell? Dude, maybe everyone was focused on the Bat Chat 25 ton. Anyways, guys, I'm actually getting tired. In the morning, I gotta go to the storage sheds. It's nice to know that I can stream though. I can jump on and do this, which is really nice. Anyways, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for watching. You know, spending a little bit of time with me. Time for me to pass out. Today was kind of a long day. Technically, it's, you know, like I get 3 days off, but my Fridays are normally not times off. It's usually like I do a crap load of stuff. And then I finally get to sit down after dinner and chill out. Anyways, catch you guys next time.